Hey guys, what's up? This is S. Faxon here, Sarah Faxon of S. Faxon Productions, live on Instagram and Facebook. So if I'm making eye contact with one of you or not the other one, it's because I'm going through two different screens, which is a interesting experience. And for some reason the Instagram feed is a little weirdly lit, but the Facebook one looks alright, so we'll see what we can do with this. Anyway, I am Sarah Faxon, the author of Animal Court, as well as, whoop, there goes Instagram, Foreign and Domestic Affairs. Yeah, all right. I will definitely post a photo of my extremely tentative setup here because it's really funny. But, you know, we make do with what we have, and that's the whole fun of live streaming, right? Okay, so now back to where we were here. Yeah, okay. So, hi guys, thanks for tuning in. Again, this is Sarah Faxon, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about my latest projects that we have going on. First of all, be sure to go to sfaxon.com to sign up for my weekly newsletter so you can get all the latest, greatest of what I'm working on. Got a lot of projects happening at the moment. For starters, and some of the most exciting news, I'm going to be co-starring in a podcast here pretty soon called The Semi-Sages of the Pages. I'm going to be co-starring with my friends Morgan, Teresa, and Molly, and we're going to be talking about all the different things that happen in the writing world and how crazy and odd and amazing a place it is. So if that's something that interests you, I highly recommend coming out and checking out our podcast, which is again Semi-Sages of the Pages. Now we're going to have our Facebook group up here in the next few days. In fact, if you check out my Facebook, you might be able to find it. Or if you go to semisagesofthepages.com, you will see our website, which is now officially live, which is really, really cool. So with the podcast, we're going to have our very first challenge in our first episode, which we finished filming last week, which was so cool. We were just laughing the entire time, and it was an absolute blast. It's so funny to be talking into one of these for like 15 minutes. You're like, It's a little intimidating at first, but I read something pretty interesting and pretty simple that said, you're just recording a conversation. Just think of it like that, and it made everything so much easier to just chill out and relax and just have a good conversation with friends. So anyway, at the end of this episode, our first episode of Semi-Sages of the Pages, we put a challenge out to each other. Now, the four of us are all writers, and we imagine that quite a few of our listeners will be writers, and if not, looking to become writers. So our challenge was, give us your first line. We'll share our first lines for you. Now, whether this is a finished book, a work in progress, or something you've just thought of, we want to hear it. We want to know your first lines. So feel free to send those to me on Instagram or on Facebook, and we'll be able to get those onto our podcast. Now, if we get a bunch of them, that's awesome, but we'll be sure to feature as many as possible, and I imagine it's something we'll carry on throughout the weeks as we go along. Hi guys, how's it going? I'm going to try to wave to people. Yeah. So guys, here it is. Here is my first line from my latest work, Foreign and Domestic Affairs, which was just published last year in 2019. So excited. This is the sequel to my first book, The Animal Court, and they are both available on Amazon, or you can go to my website, sfaxon.com, to check out where these are available. So here we go. Without further ado, the first line of my second book, Chapter 1, chapter title is Mourning. Here we go. The priest's words echoed in her heart as the small crowd returned from burying her son. Ooh, how's that for a first line, guys? So that's it. That's all you have to do. Send us your first line, the name of your book, and your name, of course. You can do it in the comments section below this video, or submit it to me directly at author@sfaxon.com. And we'll be happy to get those up on the podcast, Semi-Sages of the Pages. Now, so that's one of the things that's going on. It's the most amazing thing. It's so much fun. Never expected to be in a podcast, getting to don big old headphones like this and all of our coolness. It's so crazy, and it's all happening so fast. It's a really, really great experience. So while that's going on, I'm also working on multiple projects. Of course, I never stop. Any of you who know me, you know I never slow down. I can't just relax. But last week I spent somewhere between 7 to 8 hours working on my next book, my next novel that's coming out. It's called The Blue Dragon Society, and hoping to get the first draft done by October, and it's looking pretty good for that. But anyway, I spent hours just in this story. I was so happy it was finally coming together. From the first page where I introduced the villain to the last page that I made for that day, I was so into it. But you know, had to take a break after such a day and went downstairs. All was good. And I was Googling something on my phone, and I realized that I couldn't see out of this part of my eyeball. And then when I looked up, I had this weird double vision, and there was this strange prism rainbow thing happening, and I was like, this is probably a bad thing. This is probably not a good sign. So one of the things that I did, or that my boyfriend helped me to do, was to find these incredible glasses for nerds like me by Goon. I don't know if that's backwards or front, but Goon, they make these great computer and gaming glasses. I'm not sponsored by these guys, although if they'd like to, I'm down for that. So I bought a pair of them, and they arrived super quick. They came in this neat little case, and I wore them today for the first time for my 7.5 hour day. And my iPad's dying, so if you drop out, better get on over to Facebook to see me live. So these glasses are awesome. Yeah, how about this, nerd? So these really helped. I wore them all day, and I didn't have any headaches when I got home, which was really nice. I felt like I was able to pay a little bit closer attention to what I was working on, which was also pretty cool. Hey, Teresa. And I don't know, I really like them. So if you're somebody who sits down at a computer for an obscene amount of time like I do, I'd recommend looking into something like this. It's pretty good to protect against that blue glare. So yeah, so that's kind of what's going on, and these are going to become really handy over the next few weeks, months, years, because I've got so much going on. So this week, I've kind of put the novel aside to start working on my graphic novel, which will be hopefully coming up on Patreon here pretty soon. I'm hoping to launch the Patreon site on Monday, so definitely stay tuned. You'll get to see the new project, my latest project. I'm learning how to draw using my Cintas tablet, and really have some good stories, a little different from my fantasy vibe, and it's something really cool that I'm looking forward to, and looking forward to sharing with you guys. Well, I guess that's it. I got a lot to do, a lot of projects to jump back into. So I want to thank you all very, very much for tuning in tonight, everybody. I know it's a great Thursday, so get yourself on into a book somewhere, or go to sfaxon.com to check out the website. Be sure to subscribe to my newsletter, which comes out every Monday night. Come hell or high water, it's up. Okie dokie, everybody. Well, again, thank you so much. This is Sarah Faxon, signing out.